Because sometimes people come around and they say, why are they always talking about the 7 church ages? Why are they always talking about church history and how God moved in those 7 ages of church history? Here's why. You can't understand the coming kingdom until you understand how God moves in the church. You've got to see the church ages before you can see. Listen, you've got to see the church ages before you understand the seals. You've got to see where God was, where He is, and where He's going to be. And you've got to see it all at the same time. And there's no way that our little human mind could do that unless the Holy Spirit quickens the Word and makes it alive to us like a revelation. And I want you to know, you can't whip the devil with a shout. You can't whip the devil with a jump. You can't whip the devil with tongues and interpretation. But you can whip the devil with a revelation. You get you a revelation of the Word, and there's not a devil that can stand before you, because you don't meet him with your sensation. You don't meet him with your emotion. You meet him with the revelation of the Word. He can't stand that. You see, I believe in jumping around. You know I'm going to have a church that's alive. I am not going to pastor a church that's dead. I'm not going to spend my time worshiping with people that could care less about worship. I'm too old for that. I mean it. I'm too old for that. In fact, I'm not going to sit in too many services. I don't have to. Somebody said, aren't you going to the meeting there? Aren't you going to the meeting there? No, I don't have to sit in a dead service. The voice that's talking to you now is not behind you. The voice that God is speaking to you with now is in front of you. And He's leading us to the kingdom. It's the promised land before us. We're getting our eyes on the promise. We can't spend our time focusing on the flaws of the modern day church. I want you to be able to ask abundantly. I want you to be able to get what you ask. I want you to see that God does not want to live in a little limited box. I want you to be able to have what you pray. I want you to begin to see the answer to your prayers. And I want to tell you that you can't as long as you're looking at the church. John couldn't hear what he had to hear on Patmos if he would have only been looking somewhere God wasn't talking. God wasn't kingdom talking yet. He was church talking. So John had to turn to see the church. The message of the hour come. We saw the church. Now it's time to see the kingdom. Anybody with me?